lot from Holland, but when he does get a chance to step up, he's effective.
Tyrese off the heel. 3-point Pistons lead as we approach the 3-minute mark here tonight in South Philly. Cunningham and Durham. Great pass. And an even better recovery and block by Andre Drummond.
Drummond not fouling on that play.
Maxey. Drummond. Short on that three. He's made 2 of them already tonight. (104-101). 2:35 to play. Cunningham doubled again.
Looked like he double dribbled.
And instead, they're going to give him an A1 opportunity.
Remember, the Sixers or the Pistons are in the bonus, so driving the basketball is a good idea. You don't need the Sixers the last 2 trips down. Take a look at that action again. Duran just too much inside. Clear size advantage.
That's a tough task for anybody, let alone a rookie guard. Taylor misses the free throw though. So the lead 5 for Detroit. Looking for their first 8-2 starts in 20 years are the Pistons. 05-06. Sixers hoping to prevent that. VJ for 3, Jay!
Living and dying by the 3.
2 minutes left.
2-point game with 2 minutes to play. First bucket there from the rookie. Cunningham with an emphatic finish and the foul.
Man. Grown man move. The crowd still buzzing. Watch this drive. Beats the initial defender and then just turns it over. In case Andre thought about helping. Not a lot to be helped.
Cunningham completes the 3-point play. And Duncan Robinson, who's fouled out, a big fan. Lead 5, 1:45 to go now in South Philly. Sixers have put together a number of great fourth-quarter comebacks already this season. Thompson pokes it away from Grimes. Collins. Pistons with this lead, content to pull it back out, take their time. Sixers need a stop. And they've got it. Maxey, the steal. Maxey, the southpaw stolen.
He had to turn that over because Cunningham was coming to block that. Anything soft would have got rejected.
109-106, lead 3 for Detroit. Five to shoot. Holland back to his right. Sixers couldn't grab the rebound, so it'll be Pistons ball.
Off of Kelly, it looked like.
Yeah.
Watch this action here. Is this a foul? How is that not a foul? He gets hit in the face. We've seen a couple of guys get faced. They called the right play.
Play on now, Pistons. Here it comes to Durham. 50 seconds to go. Cunningham doubled again. Half on the shot clock. Thompson heaves. That's short, and a big rebound by Andre Drummond. That's Maxey. So the cup draws the foul.
That's going to be 5 on Durham.
That's his 5th.
You called it. 5 on number 0.
Clear advantage here by Maxey. There's the smackdown. Too much contact along the way. One more look right there. The contact by Durham.
So both teams in the bonus. Reese with his second consecutive 30-point performance. He's got 31. Make it 32. Lead down to 2. Stay with us. Post-game live presented by Cure Auto Insurance. Whew. Whole line for Amy Mark and the coach to discuss.
Well, we saw good things come of that drive, right? Got him to the line, picked up a foul.
This place. Time for Tyrese. Lead down to 1. Both teams in the bonus. Both teams with 2 timeouts.
Talk. You're going to be tired. Your legs are going to feel heavy. This place is loud. You've got to talk to one another.
Cunningham. Thompson gets it back. Fires and connects. What a second half it has been for Cade Cunningham. Plenty of time for the Sixers. But that pushes the lead to 3. 11, 108, 16.9 to play.
What a cool customer he is sitting there on that bench. Everybody counting on him to come away with a bucket. And he does just that. Can't rush him either. Looks like he may have even lost it a little bit on the way to the basket. Recovers it. Shoulders squared and nice soft touch right there. Loses it but regains possession. Knows where he is in relationship to the basket. It's a heck of a move by Cade Cunningham.
Start last year. And we said back in the first quarter, this is one of our favorite other teams to watch in the association because of the basketball play led by that Cunningham.
Like a pieces, right? They get perimeter pieces, inside pieces. Take a look at Cunningham tonight. His exploit. That's the nice spin dribble right there. That was mean. And then Cunningham, we mentioned it, kind of let the game come to him.
Yeah.
Initially was getting teammates involved, content with that, and then what an emphatic statement. What a way to finish a day at the job.
Yeah, he had 8 assists, just 2 points at halftime. He's got 24 of his 26 points in the second half. Tyrese Maxey, 15 of his 33 in this fourth quarter. 16.9 to play. The shot clock is off. Sixers, 1 timeout left. Here comes to Drummond, back to Oubre. Kelly, over to Grimes. Edgecombe with 9. Somebody's got to get a shot up. Maxey with 5. Tyrese Maxey doubles, loses it, gets it back, fires! And that's going to do it tonight in South Philly. A frustrating end to a fantastic game here at Xfinity Mobile Arena.
Yeah, a little, what's the word I'm looking for? Anticlimactic in its finishing because you were expecting good things, trending the Sixers' way, but they just seemed a little out of sorts. They didn't quite seem like they were on the same page as to what the objective was, when they were going to shoot it, what kind of shot they were going for. And the Pistons, to their credit, stepped up defensively.
And they're going to leave this place as a result, Tala, with the 111-108 win. Just couldn't get the shot off they wanted at the end of the game.
Yeah, again, I'm not quite sure what the intention was. You knew what you had to do. You needed 3 to tie it. But again, it just seemed like they were a little out of sorts.
And that guy, what a sensational second half by our Chevrolet player of the game, Cade Cunningham. 24 of his 26 in the second half and delivered the shot when his team needed him the most. And as a result, Pistons 8-2 to start the season for the first time in 20 years.
but he's a much better player. And I thought he did a nice job at Vanderbilt.
Robinson Earl to a wide open Bradley, who missed it.
Well, I'm not so sure Quentin Post didn't help him miss that.
Pacers have gone to the bench. Robinson Earl and Bradley have come in. Butler going to work, and Butler scores again. 6 in the quarter, 16 on the night for Jimmy Butler, who's averaging 19.
They wouldn't even be in the game without Jimmy Butler.
Shepard for 3, in and out, no good. And it's taken by Robinson Earl. Nembhard back to Robinson Earl.
Smart play. He just missed it. He pulled up at the right place. If you're not going to take the 3, I know you want to get it closer, but he pulled up at the right place. He just missed the shot.
Green late to the party as he reverses the ball now to Kuminga.
I wanted a Kuminga stand.
Blocked by Bradley.
The Pacers have gotten a good play on Kuminga every time he's tried to do anything.
Halfway through the third quarter. Pacers down 4. Huff catches a 3. It's
get in there. Oh. Get in there. Really good job. And it was well set up by Nembhard with patience to make sure there was some space for Nembhard to knock down that 3.
State Warriors and Kaiser Permanente are hosting special guests who play a vital role here in supporting the Bay Area community. And tonight, we want to honor of Hoops for Troops night. We welcome Veterans Village, who's in the building. Make some noise for them, Dub Nation, because we are proud to have you as part of Thrive Zone hosting our community on the home court with Kaiser Permanente.
Well, fans, right here in the upper bowl section, 218, row 11, these lucky fans are getting tickets to the Empire Class
basketball game happening right here on November 25th when the UCLA Bruins take on your California Golden Bears. It's going to be an epic college basketball hoops showcase right here at Chase Center. And this lucky row, make some noise for them. They're going to be checking out that game on November 25th. Now, don't miss out. Get your tickets now at chasecenter.com. And congratulations once again
to our lucky row. We'll see you at the Empire Classic basketball game right here at Chase.
너의 모든 걸 나 원해 너 말고 모두 뻔해 When you're in my arms I hold you so tight Can't let go, no, not tonight 지금 당장 날 봐 시간 없잖아 넌 내 거야 이미 알고 있잖아 Cause I need you
Since the 1-minute mark of the first half, the Pacers have outscored Golden State 22-11 to cut a 12-point deficit to 1 at 59-58. And the third quarter three-point shooting has been a big difference. Menard's big money shots, Quinn, from three-point range.
Yeah, you got it started when you get Nembhard going. And he gets you off balance. Look, he may get banged a couple of them, and from there, everybody started to feel confident. Even Shepard, who had not made many, but stepping out as J. Huff, confidently knocking down the 3. One of the things his staff thought he could bring to fill that center position by committee was ability to knock down three-point shots. The Pacers in this quarter have made 5 of 9.
They were 4 of 18 in the first half. Monte Morris is in. Cody Martin is in, joining Robinson Earl, Walker, and Bradley. Back cut, and it's taken by Indiana. And a chance to take the lead. At the feet of Bradley, but it's well caught. And he will earn a trip to the line. That's something for a big guy to go that far down to get it.
No, you called it. That's a heck of a catch. It was a tough pass by Martin. But I tell you what Bradley does. Again, this is a different contribution from the center position. He's a good rebounder. He will rim run hard, but he was able to catch, as you appropriately stated, a good catch, a bad pass by Martin. So, you know, it's good that he gets the ball and gets to the foul line.
5 points for Bradley, or above the rim, brought to you by Indiana Wesleyan University. With Indiana a chance to take their first second half lead, and they do.
Now let's see what happens here. That's a bucket without Jimmy Buckets, as they call him, Jimmy Butler on the floor. Because this means what you have to watch for is what the offensive the Warriors are going to be like.
That's no good by Moody. He just checked in, and Cody Martin the rebound for Indiana.
Okay, you got to keep it going. This is what Monte Morris has to do. You still have to keep a pace going with this, with no Nembhard on the floor.
Walker wanted the shot, now is cut off by Moody. He spins, fades, and left it short. Bradley with an offensive rebound.
But a break. How is that a foul? Oh, they're saying he grabbed him around the waist as he was getting the rebound. Didn't see that, but I thought Bradley did a heck of a job coming up with the rebound. I thought both hands were in the air.
And the penalty in effect, so that's the 15th foul against the Pacers.
I don't see, it must have been a foul, because I don't see the Pacers going to look to see. Oh, his hand was there, there's no question.
Quentin Post to shoot free throws.
I'm not sure, I'm convinced that I'm going to say it's a foul. But the hand was there, okay.
Post has 13 points. And Al Horford checks back in for Golden State. He had a first half 3-point field goal. 19th year out of Florida. Played the last 4 years in Boston.
It was big for Boston. No, you're right, he played there, but he was big for them. Okay, because they got 2 off of that rebound.
Yes.
And they've gone into it looks to me like a zone. Yeah, they've gone into a zone.
And they pressure out front against Morris.
Well, see, this is another place for an evaluation. Very good play there by Bradley. An evaluation of a group that is new to the system. Even though playing against the zone is a pretty obvious thing you need to know to get the ball in the middle. Sometimes you just don't do it as a unit.
Moody to a cutting Pajemski against Morris.
He likes playing in the post. He thinks he's Jimmy Butler. I'm telling you, he likes playing in the post.
Good defense by Monte.
Sure was.
And now Walker has it front court. Inside. Bad pass.
Can't turn the ball over there.
Yeah, that's a big play. Now Pajemski for 3. It's an air ball, but Post the rebound. And now Moody for 3. Yeah, that's a big... Indiana had a chance to go up 3 or 4.
Yeah, you're right. We'll keep an eye on that, because that was a possession that you don't want it to be game-changing, but the Pacers need to be able to get some offense of their own on this possession, and they didn't.
Robinson Earl misses. And now Golden State will line change it with 4 new players coming in. Spencer, Butler, Heald all come in. And inbounding the ball will be the rookie. No, check that. That's Moses Moody. They took Richard out, and it'll be Spencer.
Because they want to try to close out this quarter. Because see Jimmy Butler's back in. They want to try to positively close out this quarter.
And he does what he does, getting to the free throw line. Robinson Earl with the foul. And a pair of free throws now for Butler. 15th year out of Marquette. Last pick, first round in 2011 by Chicago. 6 years there. A year plus at Minnesota, briefly in Philadelphia. Last number of years, of course, in Miami. And he misses that free throw. It's been that kind of night for him at the free throw line. He's missed all 3. It's our FanDuel same-game parlay. The parlay odds are plus 256. You see the third quarter spread and the third quarter total points. That's all courtesy of FanDuel. And Butler hits the free throw, and it's a 3-point lead. 65-62. Walker goes inside and got it in a foul. Jarris Walker with his first points of the second half. And the foul on Al Horford.
Really good job of reading where the opportunity was. You take the call.
Walker averaging 11 points and 6 rebounds, third year out of Houston. A chance to tie it, and he does. Tied at 65. We've had 6 ties and 8 lead changes tonight here at Chase Center, where the Pacers are 6-0. Horford to the corner. Moody goes baseline. It's blocked away. Walker got it. Monte Morris. Stop and go, but is cut off by Horford. Restarts the offense with Walker. He goes down the lane and had it knocked away. Spencer got a piece of that.
What's this matchup? Because he'll try to get a foul.
Now Hield cut off.
What the Pacers have done exceptionally well has kept Buddy Hield from being a factor in terms of making shots.
And Hield got the offensive rebound. He beat Cody Martin to it. And then his foul from behind.
You don't expect him to get the rebound. You don't expect him to get going in the other direction. But Buddy Hield just trying to find a way to carve out some time. Martin didn't get to him. I mean, I know Martin is trying to make up for it, but Buddy Hield doesn't. He stopped. He did a, if you will, decelerating step. And the foul is against the Pacers.
And we'll hit the break. Tied at 65 on FanDuel Sports Network.
Hit the brakes, decelerate.
It's time for the Kia Dance Cam. It's the Hammer Time edition. Let's go.
Can't touch this. Can't touch this. My music hits me so hard, makes me say, oh my Lord, thank you for blessing me. What am I to rhyme and to hype? It feels good when you know you're down. A super dope homeboy from the Oak Town, and I'm known as such. And this is a beat you can't touch. I told you, homeboy, you can't touch this. Yeah, that's how we living, and you know you can't touch this. Look in my eyes, man, you can't touch this. Yo, let me bust the funky lyrics. Fresh new kicks and bands, you got it like that. Now you know you wanna dance, so move out of your seat and get a fire girl and catch this beat while it's rolling. Hold on, pump a little bit and let them know what's going on like that. Like that. Pull a little bit, just fall on back, let them know that you're too much. And this is a beat they can't touch. Yo, I told you can't touch this. Why you standing there, man? You can't touch this. Yo, sound the bell. School is in, sucker. You can't touch this. Give me a song, a rhythm, making them sweat. That's what I'm giving them now. They know. You talk about the hammer, you're talking about a show that's hyped and tight. Singers are sweating so fast, them a whiteboard tape. To learn what's it gonna take in the 90s to run the charts. Legit. Either work hard or you might as well quit. That's word because you know you can't touch this.
Indiana Pacers basketball tonight on FanDuel Sports Network is presented by Menards. Save big money at Menards on all your home improvement needs. And by Skyline Chili. Feeling good. It's Skyline time. Monte Morris and the Pacers tied with Golden State with 2:42 to play, third quarter, tied at 65. Indiana shooting a tick better than they did in the first half. They're at 40%, 5 of 10 from 3. But they've really not taken advantage, Quinn, of Golden State's 5 of 17 and 1 of 8 from 3.
You got a group of guys that are, Chris, they're just scrambling. The Pacers are just scrambling, trying to pull it together, find ways to be together offensively. Look, your two best offensive players that are still with Rick Carlisle and this Pacer team are not playing tonight. Nembhard is coming back trying to find his rhythm. So it's been a little discombobulated, maybe slightly disjointed. But it's something that, in all fairness, considering how many new faces you have, it's been some good basketball.
Especially when they fell behind by 12 at the end of the first half.
Yeah, you still find a way to do that. And that's what happens when you have really good people that are capable. That was a good pass there to Jay Huff, who just didn't handle the ball well as he tried to put it to the floor, and he kicked it out of bounds.
Huff is out there with Nembhard, Walker, Morris, and Shepard. Horford stays out there. They lob it in to Butler, and it's Pacers ball. It's over the top of Butler. So a Golden State turnover. They've turned it over the Pacers 12 times. Golden State, that's their 9th.
You're not talking a lot of turnovers. You're talking some real good basketball. They call it offensive foul.
And it's on Nembhard.
Yeah, he created space. And I'm going to tell you what happened. They went in halftime, and they knew they blew that first half call where he ran over, and I think it was Brzezinski. He cleared him out of the way, and so they're a little more. And you live and learn, and you get better, and that's what happened. Love this matchup here. This is a chess match, ladies and gentlemen.
Horford.
I wanted to see what was going to happen with Nembhard and Butler. Those are two guys who really think the game. By the way, Jimmy Butler's a very strong chess player.
That's in and out, no good by Morris. 90 seconds to play in the third. Golden State 70, the Pacers 65. Again, no Steph Curry tonight for Golden State, no Siakam or Nesmith for Indiana. Moody in the corner for three. Long rebound out to Nembhard. Running is Shepard. He's going to attack and couldn't finish. Well, it's been like that for Indiana at the rim at times.
He couldn't get by Butler, and Horford was coming behind him. Butler made him take a shot he didn't want to take.
Cutting through the lane and a foul as Moody will go to the line. Yeah, at the last timeout, Quinn, on the stat sheet, they have points in the paint. The Pacers had 28, so they had 14 field goals, 14 of 34 from the field. That's well below 50% in the paint.
Yeah, you're supposed to be closer to 60, 65% in the paint, right?
Yeah. And Moody hits the first free throw. Jeremiah Robinson Earl checks in. Pacers Live pregame presented by Indiana Members Credit Union will start at 8:30 Tuesday night. Game 3 of this road trip. Pacers in Salt Lake City to see the Utah Jazz. That's Tuesday night, 8:30 right here on FanDuel Sports Network. Indiana led 62-61. And it's a 10-3 Golden State run. You got to figure Indiana's got another run in them. That's short, though, by Huff.
Tried to do too much. I mean, Huff is out there. He just made a pirouette at about 12 feet to get a basket.
They go to double Butler on the baseline is Spencer. Out to an open Moody for three. It's short. Huff the rebound. Nembhard. Free throw line jumper, no good. Rebound, and that's going to be a foul on Golden State. And Huff will shoot free throws.
Oh, man. Nembhard was right there in his sweet spot and couldn't get it to go.
So a couple of free throws now for Jay Huff, who has his second double-figure game with the Pacers. He had 18 games of 10 or more points last year in the 64 he played in Memphis. Second free throw for Huff. That's the first free throw missed tonight by Indiana. They're only 8 of 9. Quinn, here's a big difference too. Golden State's 20 of 29. They've taken 20 more free throw attempts than Indiana.
Yeah, but I agree. He was supposed to. That I didn't expect. But Chris, you're taking a lot more jump shots if you think about it with the Pacers.
Yeah.
I mean, Jimmy Butler's won. How many times has Jimmy been to the line? 6, 7?
Butler has been there 4.
4, unfortunately. Fortunately for Pacers, he's missed the majority of them, hasn't he?
Yeah, but he's been there all in this quarter. Moody fires it up.
Give me a break.
And a foul.
Give me a break. Moody hits the ball. Should have shot it the first time. The defense felt like it was solid, and my goodness, Morris fouled him the next time, and he drills a 3. Looks at a 4-point play.
Indiana had a 1-point lead at 62-61, 13-3, and now Moody and Golden State a chance for a 10-point lead. You said they put Butler back in to close the quarter.
They really did. There was no question about it, because he organizes them. Without Steph, he organized them. That's why Mike Dunleavy and Steve Kerr won it. And Steph Curry. Because, they don't make moves without Steph Curry being happy about it. This is a question of when the shot clock started. They started the clock. It was 4-8. And by the time he picked it up, it was 3-1. And it should have stayed 4-8 until he picked it up. Yes, Steph, that's a nice outfit. Stay there. Since the last time we played you, we don't mind you putting on your game suit down.
Nembhard catches. He's got 3-quarter court. He tried to split the defense. And that's off the mark by the rookie, Will Richard, and will hit the break. A 14-3 run by Golden State. 10-point lead after 3 on FanDuel Sports Network.
All right, fans, all I gotta say is they are the best in the West. They bring dance, they bring sass, and a whole lot of energy. So we need you to make some noise for the one and only Warriors Dance Team.
Hey, mister. Hey, Mr. DJ boy. Mr. DJ, someone you replay. Mr. DJ, won't you turn the music up? I'll do it dance for wanting some more. Mr. DJ, won't you turn the music up? By 1, even 2, by 2, everybody on the floor, let me show you how we do. Let's dip it low when you bring it up so honey. One time, when it back once more. One time, when it back once more. One time, when it back once more. Why not go down? Why not go down? When it back, 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 back. When it why not go down? When it back, 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 back. You better turn the music up.
Make some noise again for your Warriors Dance Team.
As we get ready to start the fourth quarter, time for our Ascension St. Vincent heart-pounding moment with Shea Huff, a pair of threes. Indiana in the third quarter had taken a 1-point lead. Shea Huff did what he did the other night against Brooklyn in the third quarter. But a 14-3 run by Golden State Quinn, and now they have a 10-point lead.
Yeah, they've got a 10-point lead, but it's not because the Pacers have played badly. I think a couple of guys just made some bad decisions. But again, they've had to play Jimmy Butler extended minutes in order to keep the Pacers at bay. No pun intended, being out here at the San Francisco in the Bay Area.
Pacers hit 5 of 10 from 3. Richard backdoor.
That is poor communication. Poor communication on the weak side.
And the lead is 12.
Butler just tapped that one, knocked that free. Yeah, that's enough for Rick. Look up Carlisle. This is a great timeout, because otherwise you could hear the fans, and it's clearly shifted in terms of where this game is going.
This copyrighted broadcast of the National Basketball Association may not be retransmitted, reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise distributed or used in any form without the express written consent of the NBA.
It's time to get loose. It's time to get loose. It's time to get loose.
All right, Dub Nation, we got to keep this energy going right here. Coinbase wants to give you some free shirts, so everybody, hands up in the air. Make some noise if you want free shirts. Let me hear ya. Hands up, hands up. We got shirts. Let's go.
Keep me partying to the AM. Y'all don't understand. Make me throw my
Here we go.
hands in the
Put your hands up, hands up, hands up. Dub Nation. Let me see those hands. Let me see those hands. Let's go, let's go.
Keep me partying to the AM. Y'all don't understand. Make me throw my hands in the air.
Oh, I see some more shirts, but you gotta get louder than that. Dub Nation, make some noise. Put your hands up, let's go. Let's go, come on. Put them up, put them up.
Second game back after injury for Andrew Nembhard. 22 points and 6 assists last night. 12.7 assists tonight here at Golden State.
Yeah, he's looking to take up some of the slack. That has to be the case, and he's probably better with his rhythm playing in a back-to-back than maybe even a day off, but he's clearly better, but he's trying to do everything he possibly could to give the Pacers the offensive punch that they need. And you can see with the Pacers' quick change by Valvoline, he's done a good job in 26 minutes with 7 assists and just 2 turnovers to go with his 12 points.
And again, last night he came back. He had Pascal Siakam and Aaron Nesmith, but those two not available tonight. Nesmith out with the right forearm contusion, a hard fall last night in Denver. And Pascal Siakam, boy, he just needed a rest. And on the spin, the miss, Jackson blocked by Horford. Out to Walker for 3, and he has his third.
Yeah, but that was a huge bucket, not a big one. Coming out of that timeout, the way the Pacers ended up coming out into the quarter, that was huge to stop some of this momentum that was favoring this Golden State team.
Yeah, they used an 18-3 run after the Pacers had taken their last lead at 62-61, and Horford, who has been in an awful three-point shooting slump, 21% coming in. He's got 3 of them tonight.
You see who passed him the ball, don't you?
The guy who we're going to talk about when we talk about plus-minus. Here's Robinson Earl, no good. You and I talk about plus-minus. We don't like it in a game situation, but
I don't. I give you credit. You're more agreeable and neutral. And I don't necessarily care for it in a game situation. But Jimmy Butler's got the highest plus-minus of anybody on the floor because he makes contributions in all facets.
And Jackson from Nembhard. You're right. At the timeout, he had 19 points, and his plus-minus when he was on the floor, 19.
19. I mean, but he also had steals. He's got assists. He's got rebounds. And they get the ball in his hands because they trust his decision-making.
And a foul on Shepard with 10:08 to play, 84-70. The lead is 14.
I don't know what their record is, and I don't want us to look it up. Before Jimmy Butler came last year and what Jimmy Butler has done for the Golden State Warriors since he's been there and Steph on the floor.
I can give you that number. We'll do so after we hear this from Bell Tire.
Should have known.
At Bell Tire, we're giving free lifetime maintenance with every tire we sell. And beating anyone's price.
Another day getting people back on the road. Bell Tire. That's how we are changing tires.
Second free throw is no good.
What we got?
Regular season since they acquired Butler, they are 28-13. 5-5 this year. They were over the last 2 years 53-39, 25-26 before they got Jimmy Butler.
They'll take those numbers any and all day, every day of the week. This matchup is the one that I like. These are two chess players. And he's just, and Nembhard to take the challenge. Butler's just bigger and stronger.
Cody Martin is back in. It's a 15-point lead for Golden State. They've led by as many as 16. Nembhard inside.
Great dime. Look away, left-handed. That was tie-like.
Andrew Nembhard has 14 points, 8 assists, and 2 steals. Horford for a 4-3. Well, you're hoping, he's a veteran, 19 years. After tonight, do whatever you want to do, Al, but don't do it tonight.
Yeah, we surely were hoping for that, but he's been able to get clear, and Isaiah Jackson hadn't been able to get over and get to him. Ooh, don't throw. Ooh, thought he's going to throw that all the way to the other end.
And now they've got it in the hands of Butler. Show and go, bounces now to Richard. Ball is loose, and the Pacers have it. Ahead to Walker. Against Horford, and followed and scored by Robinson Earl. 9 points for Robinson Earl off the Pacers bench.
I mean, just push the ball up the court. There's one thing you can get to, and you can see it's missed, but great effort by, they call him JR, to get Robinson Earl so he can get there, get that to go. And there's a timeout.
Steve Kerr, the timeout. We'll take it as well. 8.5 to play. 90-76, Golden State.
The Snapchat lenses are about to get activated right here, right now. So get that phone out. Follow us on Snap. Follow your Golden State Warriors. Let's get you on the video cam. What is that? All right, there we go. Look at these lenses, these Snapchat lens filters. There we go. You've been transformed. I like it. Wow. Is that Mr. Potato Head? That looks awesome. Wow. Oh, you're excited. I see. There. You are buzzing with excitement, my friend. Oh, I love it. Our fans are so animated tonight. That's a golden smile. Look at that. Yes. Looking good, Dub Nation. Look at your Sunday best. I love it. Look at the energy and smiles. Amazing fans. Look at that. We do have the best fans in all the NBA. Look at that. Amazing. Ah, like father, like son. I see. Families coming together. Let's go. Wow. We're continuing to celebrate Halloween even through November. I like that.
We're back in San Francisco, Golden State, a series where Indiana's won 4 straight, 7 of 8, and they've won the last 6 here at Chase Center. And you see all of the injuries, Neesmith, Atherton. Let's check in with Jeremiah Johnson.
He's had those, he told me, I take defensively, but being able to do more last year, chip contract, his 5th game with the Pacers. Not sure where the future will hold for JRE, but great to have another Jeremiah on the Pacers for a little bit of time.
What is that number, JJ? How many Jeremiahs have there been in NBA history?
There are just 3 now that have played in the NBA. Jeremiah Fears is a rookie for the New Orleans Pelicans, and there was another Jeremiah a couple years ago, Jeremiah Martin. But Jeremiah Robinson Earl, the first for the Pacers.
Are we counting Jeremiahs and Chris's and Eddies? And how we doing this?
What about Quinn? I love the other night when we played Atlanta, and you made sure you said Quinn Snyder with 1 N.
No, yeah, well, listen, we're a little different. He's a lot smarter than I am, I can tell you that. He's a really good human being, but he is a really smart man. Goodness, is he smart. Yeah, but he's only got 1 N.
Pacers again have 3 players out there that were not a part of the roster over a week ago, as JJ said 9 days ago. Robinson, Earl, Martin, and Morris, and that's going to be a pushing foul on Walker and Pajemski to shoot free throws.
Steve Kerr is doing it because I'm trying to watch the flow of the game. He has decided to make Jimmy Butler, who started there with Terry Stotts on his right and Jerry Stackhouse on his left. They put Draymond in now. You notice Draymond and Jimmy haven't played much in the second half together. So what they decided to do is let Jimmy pretty much run the offense for the most part in the second half, and you've got Draymond to run the offense now in the second half because you don't have Steph Curry, so you need someone to facilitate that. That's the person, if I'm the Pacers, I'm looking to spend more time on, and they just got J.R.S. Walker, I believe, with an early entry on a missed free throw.
Quinn, back to what we talked about in the first half. Steve Kerr, 4 championships as the coach, and then 5 as a player. 3 with Michael Jordan and the Bulls, and then 2 with San Antonio.
I was surprised you missed this, partner. This is not you.
Well, 9. I was trying to say, look, I'd have to go to Google. I know Bill Russell won 12 or 11.
Yeah, 11.
So Steve Kerr's got to be between coaching and playing.
No question, one of the top. I tell you, Sam Jones had 10. And nobody ever talks about him. He had 10.
Yeah.
But no, Steve Kerr, he's been around championship culture, basketball. He understands all the nuance of that. Phil Jackson was as different a coach as anybody, but then you've got Phil Jackson, and he played for Greg Popovich. You're talking about 2 very different winning environments there. And he brings all of that. Matter of fact, he's turned down the New York Knicks job that Phil Jackson was the GM to take this job.
That will be Golden State ball. First time I had a chance to at least become acquainted with Steve Kerr.
Yeah.
I was a locker room attendant at the RCA Dome in the Final Four when Arizona won the championship. And Steve Kerr happened to come into the locker room to celebrate with the Wildcats. Richard, and it is a 20-point lead.
Yeah, and the pass was from Draymond Green.
Timeout, Pacers.
I like the timeout, partner. It was way too easy.
And we'll take it as well. 30 seconds. We'll be right back. .76 since the 4-minute mark of the third quarter. It's a 35-14 Golden State advantage after the Pacers had their last lead at 62-61. It's all the sports you need, all in one place. It's weekdays on FanDuel Sports Network. Watch Golic and Golic at 3:30, followed by Stan Barrett's Countdown Live at 5:30. It's all right here on FanDuel Sports Network.
Who scored that basket at that mark?
62-61, it was Robinson Earl.
That's where the Pacers got to. Robinson Earl is just getting you buckets.
Robinson Earl got it on a nice pass from Tony Bradley.
Exactly, from Bradley. A little bounce pass. These Warriors, they just keep coming at the Pacers. You know, the Pacers are trying to figure all of this out together. The guy that you have to struggle with is Jarris Walker. With a lot of the good things you see, he's got the ability to be really good for you, and then he's made some choices that it make it sometimes, I think for the coaching staff, that'd be difficult.
Yeah, he's got 6 turnovers tonight.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about.
Pacers shooting 34.9%.
10 of 33 from the three-point line, right?
Yeah, they were 5 of 10 in the third quarter. I mean, that's how they got back in it, and it took a lead. And a timeout, Pajinski was bottled up in the corner, and Steve Kerr calls a timeout. And we'll take a 30-second as well. There's still 6:26 to play. Let's see if the Pacers have another run.
Let me see your hands up. Everybody in hole, let me see your hands up. Everybody in hole, let me see your hands up. Right now, 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 right now.
Pacers lost last night 117-100 in Denver. This game tonight, and then Utah and Phoenix to close out this 4-game road trip before a home game on Saturday at Gainbridge Fieldhouse. Stay with us after the game, the Andy Moore postgame show. JJ and Eddie courtside here at Chase Center. Highlights and analysis, comments from head coach Rick Carlisle. Alongside Quinn Buckner, I'm Kristen Airy. Pacers come in their only win this year a week ago against Golden State in a game that they rallied and beat the trio of Curry, Butler, and Green. Quinn, when those three play together, and they've not played together as much as they would like because of injuries,
right?
They're 27-8, and one of those 8 losses is against the Pacers.
No, listen, those three, listen, they won. They've done all kind of good things. They haven't won a championship because Butler hadn't been a part of it, but you got championship fiber when you think about it, when you've got Green and Steph. And I don't know, did Steph play that well in the second half, Chris? I wasn't sure that he did, but I thought the Pacers did a good job on him.
Yeah, they did a good job. In fact, they've done a pretty good job on him as Ray J. Dennis has come in, and so has Talon Peter. And a foul on Ray J. If you go back to that game, Curry, he had 24 points, but he was 8 of 23 from the field and 4 of 16 from 3, and 5 turnovers.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought the Pacers did a really good job on him.
I mean, that was a night that Quentin Jackson had a career night, and we haven't seen Quentin because he now has a hamstring injury. Quentin had 25, 6, and 10 that night. Hit some big shots. Siakam hit the 3 that gave the Pacers the lead for good.
Yeah, you started to get a feel that the Pacers were going to have some good things, and shortly thereafter, Quentin ended up pulling his hamstring.
Pajinski.
Yeah, that's just a comfortable shot there.
This was a game that looked like it was going to be right there for the Pacers. They had that lead in the third as a miss, and the rebound by Martin and a foul on Pajinski. I was waiting for the whistle, and it finally came.
Chris, in fairness, what is Pajinski supposed to do? Jump on his back?
Yeah.
I mean, that's what the fans. He jumped on his back, and he gets the rebound. So I guess if you got you get the ball, you get your choice of what you want to do there.
Cody Martin's twin brother Caleb is in Dallas.
Trying to do too much there. Yeah, that's just trying to do too much.
Here comes Draymond Green out to Moody, who had a 4-point play earlier. He ducks it outside the post for 3. Tracked down by Moody. He scored 11 off the bench. They line it up, and it's knocked away. and a loose ball foul.
Yeah, it was a foul. I'm waiting to see if the Pacers, frankly, get away with it. They throw a lob up and Huff goes up to try to keep Richard from getting the ball. Yeah, that's a foul. That's a foul for sure.
And that's a Pacers 15th foul in the quarter. 23 fouls tonight. And
which is a little above theirs, isn't it?
Well, the free throw differential is going to be huge tonight. That's attempt number 35 as Trace Jackson Davis, the former Indiana star, played his high school basketball at Center Grove, is in for the first time.
Well, he's got to be happy. His alma mater, has done well in football and basketball, so you know, I'm not liking Trace, you know, trying to beat up an Indiana team. I like Trace, don't get me wrong. No, but he's got to be pleased.
He's had some good moments here in the last week. Has moved a little bit more into the rotation. And Dennis lost it, a turnover. Pajemski running, slide it into Moody. And this one has gotten away from Indiana.
You went 20, you didn't think that was getting away? Huh, partner?
I liked it better when it was only 10 at the quarter. Indiana had a 1-point lead and looked to be, you know, still a long way to go, but was doing well enough despite the poor shooting to be in position. But now Golden State's put the Jets on. Blocked by Huff.
What they did was they got Jimmy Butler got them baskets when their offense bogged out. So that you get confidence when that happens. I mean, that's really what it is. And Coach Carlisle's going to take a timeout because you can't be careless with the ball. Everybody's still in a mode where you're trying to show people what you are, what you can do. And turning the ball over is not something any coach, and I know Coach Carlisle and his staff, can be happy about.
Rolls-Royce, Lamborghini, Blue Medina, always beaming, rag top, chrome pipes, blue lights, out of sight, long weed, sold in, say it again, sold in, make that money, throw it in, booty bouncing down here.
.105-78, Golden State. And it's 44-16. They are plus 28 since the Pacers had their last lead at 62-61. Hey, Pacers fans, if you ever miss a live game, you can catch up with game replays on the FanDuel Sports Network app. As soon as the final whistle blows, you can watch every highlight, every big moment in your choice of a 5, 10, or 15-minute condensed game. Download the FanDuel Sports Network app today. Alongside Quinn Buckner, I'm Chris Canary. Still 3:52 to play. I know it's got to be tough for that guy, Tyrese Halliburton. He will spend the entire year watching. And there's his longtime teammate and friend, Buddy Hield.
They keep something going.
The good news is you're starting to see T.J. McConnell had a workout today.
He'll be back.
Rick Carlisle, yeah, Ben Mathurin is doing more. Again, we don't know the timetable for a lot of these guys, but things are progressing.
No question they're progressing. I mean, because they're out working out. I mean, they did not necessarily 5-on-5 because there really isn't a lot of time to do 5-on-5. And Chris, the other thing that says something positive about him is Trace Jackson. Trace Davis gets the basket. Is they're on the road. When you're really now, first of all, Ty's not staying home.
Yeah,
just get that. He is not staying home because there's absolutely nothing for him going on for him at home. Trace, you can't throw the man on the ground, can you?
Trace Jackson Davis is going to be called for a loose ball foul. He had a good hold to the block there.
Oh no, this was a professional takedown, or you know, we would say it would be something that the coach would be proud of. Who, by the way, had a good day.
They had a good overtime win in Germany. And so they've got the bye week, 8-2.
Yeah.
Best record in the NFL. Like we said, what a 2025 it's been for Indiana sports. Pacers go to the NBA Finals. The Colts have the best record in the NFL right now. The Fever had a great season. Purdue basketball, preseason
number one. Yes.
IU football, what a catch yesterday by a Lawrence North standout, Amari Cooper. To get that win at Penn State, it has been a lot of fun to be a native Hoosier.
And now you beat Marquette today.
Yeah, they pounded them. There's a three by Ray J. 107-81 as we play the last 2.5. Spencer played at Northwestern. Santos rims it out. Rebound Martin. Chased by Buddy Hield. You have Gary Payton out there.
That's what I was going to say. Gary didn't play hardly at all.
No.
Which tells you where they are in terms of the way they want to play. They're more worried about their offense than their defense. Otherwise, Gary to play.
Santos with the three. Santos was pretty big last Saturday when Golden State jumped out to a double-figure lead as Dennis turns it over. Quinn, it's just going to be tough, and we talked about it with this group. You know, on Tuesday night, you expect Siakam will be back. You hope Neesmith back with Nembhard is finding offense. That has been the issue here early in the season.
Finding rhythm. You're right. Finding offense is part of it, but it's to find a rhythm in the offense. That's not an easy task. I don't care if the group has played together. But you've got new personnel with different places where they're more effective. Your leader from a playmaking standpoint is back when you got Nembhard. But all of that, listen, I think what it says as much as anything, there's a lot of work to be done because that's the nature of basketball or any kind of group dynamic. You got to work together to understand the nuance of where people are more effective or less effective in order for you to be a really cohesive unit. That's what you're working on here.
Last night, the Pacers scored a season-low 100. They will be well below that tonight, 81 points.
On a back-to-back.
They had that lead in the third quarter, but again, you're right, back-to-back. It's a quick night. We got in about 2 o'clock?
That sounds about right, because I was dreary-eyed and didn't, you get up, not to get up, but you had breakfast, life stuff. But these guys, having played last night, had to be prepared to go again tonight. This is your point guard. What are you thinking? The ball didn't hit the rim. You got to know that the ball's got to go up.
I mentioned that the turnovers have not been as much of an issue before tonight, Quinn. 21 turnovers, 26 points scored by Golden State.
Yeah, 21 turnovers is for a team that historically is not a high turnover team. It's just way too many.
And even though officially it's now 22, it just turned. Spencer to Hield, and
that's what Buddy has learned by being here. Buddy's learned to cut and cut hard, which he didn't do because he didn't have to with Ty, because Ty could get him easy shots. Here he's got to cut hard.
A 31-point lead for the Golden State Warriors. This was close for about
3.5 quarters.
Yeah, 3.5 quarters. And then Indiana ran out of gas, and putting the pedal down was Golden State. The Pacers missing a lot of shots.
Yeah, Indiana ran out of gas, and Golden State got organized. And Jimmy Butler was the reason that this happened. Now the Pacers get a chance to get a breather.
defensively.
That's going to be a foul against Minnesota. Precious Achua with his interminable energy causing that sequence. Fouls going against Naz Reid. And Minnesota in the penalty. Achua will go to the free throw line for a couple of shots, and he's made a positive impact tonight for Sacramento. Getting his first start as a King. 4 of 5 from the field. 8.7 rebounds. I'm not sure what his defensive plus minus is, but if you trust your eyes, then you see that he's had a pretty good effect on things at that end of the floor.
Well, and, you know, the question is, too, like, what is it going to look like going forward?
And now a quick word from Southern Humboldt.
What are the characteristics that turn a place into a destination? Breathtaking natural wonders? 1,500 thread counts? Or is it simply the feeling that when you're there, you wouldn't want to be anywhere else?
And when you look at it, to get back to the kind of the point you were making about Precious, he's had an impact, and I think that it's a sign. This is the 10th game of this early season. Doug Christie has used 9 different starting lineups.
That's incredible.
They've had injuries that they've had to deal with to main key players. He's searching for answers. He's searching for ways to get the most out of his team when you're going up against different, you know, problems with other lineups, whether they're going big or small. And so what does the next, you know, couple weeks look like? And will Precious remain in the starting lineup? Because there's definitely some positives to his impact here.
Like I said earlier, makes the Kings positionally a lot larger, and using that on the glass on that occasion with the and one. And the winning team last year started 10 games for the New York Knicks, who made it all the way to the the Eastern Conference Finals. Achua completed the three-point play.
Well, and I think it's important to point out that playing for Tom Thibodeau at the time, he was a coach that played, you know, maybe 6, 7 people, if we're being honest, 7. And so to crack that lineup, it tells you a little bit about what he's about.
I can tell you that I got some great intel that told me that Thibodeau personally signed off on Achua before he signed with the Sacramento Kings, and to get the endorsement of Thibodeau says a lot. So the Kings get the turnover on the shot clock violation with 7:07 to go. Keon with good defense here.
And coming in and being active, giving exactly what you know Keon is going to bring, and that's one of the things that, you know, is fantastic for him. Got his first minutes here in the fourth quarter, just as he did a couple nights ago against OKC, and he's remaining consistent, and that's all he can do.
There's Levine, got a screen from Sabonis, playing in the pocket. Sabonis missed the layup. And here comes Dillingham. Domas tonight 5 of 17. That's 7 of 8 from the free throw line. He's got 17 points. Anthony Edwards double teamed on the catch. Dribbles his way out of it, sprays it out to the wing. Clark laces the 3 ball. And it's 124-98 with under 6.5 to go. Bruder. Levine from deep. Sabonis still battling a little too zealously. And he's called for the offensive foul. Holding that left part of his ribs.
Yeah.
We got a timeout.
Gets the push right there, and Gobert is back as he's trying to go up for that offensive rebound.
6:18 to go in the fourth quarter. Back after this.
All right, we ask you to vote. The best moment of the season so far. Overwhelmingly. Nice job, Kings fans. Out Westbrook triple-double versus Golden State, 58.4%. Thanks for voting. Thanks to NBC Offense. Oh, look out. The kiss cam is out. Let's see what we got. First one of the season. Nice. Let's keep it on a roll here. Okay. What about you guys? Kiss cam, very good. Cheers. He was already in it. He's ready to go. You bet. Easy. Easy, sir. Whoa, wait. Keep it classy. It's a Sunday. There we go. Very nice. Whoa, hey! Sprung into action. Perfect. Sir, ma'am, it's the kiss cam. Wait, whoa! What happened? Oh. Okay, well, we'll just move on. Here we go. Good job. All right, thanks. Woo! Whew, that was awkward. No, oh God, oh no. I mean, you can just do a quick, like, I'm gonna pound, or, I mean, even a high five with this point. Let's go. All right.
Welcome back to Golden One Center. It is the fourth quarter. Time now for our Toyota game summary. Anthony Edwards has come in and pretty much done what is expected of him night in and night out. 26 points, 7 of 16 from the field, 5 of 11 from deep. Started off cold, but got going. He has been to the free throw line 8 times, converted 7 of those. On the Kings side, Zach LaVine, nice to see him back, looking much like the Zach that we saw starting this season, rattling off 30-point games. You can see he's got 26 with 6:18 to go, but Rudy Gobert, yes, 19 points, 12 rebounds, 5 blocks, but what I think really doesn't show up until you tabulate them is how impactful he has been in and around the rim. You mentioned it moments ago. Domantas Sabonis is 5 of 17 from the field, and that is because Gobert does such an excellent job of making it difficult to convert at a high rate in and around the rim, and that is where he has really shown his impact tonight.
Yeah, Domas has always had to be aware of where Gobert is tonight. Ellis couldn't get LaVine on the flare. Comes off the Sabonis screen. Gobert and drop. Left him alone, and Ellis had that rim out. Loose ball foul against Minnesota. It'll stay at this end. I would guess that Domas is wearing some kind of rib protector there, some flak jacket type device that he seems to be tinkering with in breaks.
Usually it's kind of like a brace in the sense that it gives a little bit of padding, but also it gives compression, which helps in those situations to a certain degree. But too much compression can be, it's a fine line to get a good fit. But yes, you can see it kind of when he goes up into his shot. You can see the padding on that side.
5:36 to go. The usually indefatigable Sabonis, tireless, playing less than 100%.
But if you look at him, he's got padding on his tailbone. He's got padding on his knees. Like, that's my kind of player. I needed padding everywhere. I wore volleyball knee pads, for goodness sakes.
Well, together with spit, tape, and glue tonight.
Exactly.
Bonus on the switch against Dillingham.
Nice.
Good double team by Carter. Got the turnover. They've got numbers 3-on-1. Achua smoked the dunk after a wonderful sidestep. Bones Highland back the other way for the lay. Wow, Minnesota converting. Stealth speed. Carter around the screen by Achua. Precious inside. Hands it off. Sabonis. I talked to you about him being in a crowd. There it is. That's been the story all night. And he's surrounded like Pharaoh's army right
I mean, there are so many people in there. And he's so great at using pump fakes, but you see the multiple arms coming down on him. And he even said, Devin, move out of the way here. If you'll excuse me, I'm just going to try and see if I can't make it through the mess.
19 points, 13 rebounds as Reynaud gets ready to come into the ballgame, probably for Domas.
This is going to be his 12th free throw attempt, which, as we know for Domas, is an incredibly high number. And so that just is a little bit of a testament. Also, 17 field goals. And you add in there that the attempts where he was fouled aren't counted into the total. That's an incredibly high usage rate for Domas. We don't see that night in and night out to this extreme. So he's been putting in a lot of work here tonight. It has not been easy.
25-point lead for Minnesota. Time winding down, under 5 minutes to go. Bones Highland fouled by Devin Carter. As Sabonis comes out of the ball game, just to put a period on where things sit with Sabonis. We've talked about the health, but there is an incremental adjustment that he's having to make game to game based on the offensive scheme this year. You know, last year and in previous seasons, he was more of a facilitator, a hub, working off the pinch post, working off the elbow. But that role has changed with the new offensive design a little bit this year.
100%. And it's changed even through the first several games. Like his first 2 or 3 games, when he came back after missing the home opener, he was operating mainly out of that low block. And that is not, to me, it's not putting him in the best situation for him to, use his skill set. But then they started moving him out to the elbow and putting him in more screen and roll action. You got him in 2-man game, and you allowed him to catch the ball on the move. And that's where he's really good, is his footwork and fundamentals and finishing in that sense. But 3 years ago, he was being used, as you said, a lot of dribble handoff action. It is not that anymore.
Johnny Juzang with the midi.
A lot of UCLA people
in
this game.
Him and Russ.
Yep.
And
UCLA. Jalen Clark, also UCLA guy.
UCLA women's basketball team in attendance tonight here at Golden One Center. Don't forget, they'll play tomorrow. Right here at Golden One. Leonard Miller with the corner 3, rebounded by Ellis quickly out to Carter. Clifford drives the closeout and got clobbered underneath. He earned those 2 foul shots. Nick Clifford with a couple of shots coming up with 3:39 to go in this fourth quarter. As Sacramento on the verge of falling to 3-7 on the season.
Berenger just comes in just with a head of steam right to the body, and that is a dangerous hit to take when you're midair. But I guess that's the beauty of being young. You bounce back. They're like those little rubber balls that we had when we were little that you could throw down and they bounce 30 feet in the air.
Not anymore.
No, mine just goes splat right there.
Well, the Sacramento Kings will regroup, get to practice tomorrow, and game plan and try and get better day by day against the Atlanta Hawks coming up on Wednesday night.
Well, and you've got the game first on Tuesday against Denver. Nationally televised game. And so, you're going to close out this homestand playing Denver again, and then Atlanta, and then you're going to go on the road and play Minnesota again, and also get Denver on that trip.
And why not bring in like OKC again, too?
Yeah, we'll throw that in
at some point. We pointed out at the top of the show that the schedule has been daunting. There it is. Upcoming contests against the Nuggets, then Hawks.
Throw the Spurs in there, who had an incredible start to the season.
Yeah, the Nuggets won a national TV game, and then back here with us on NBC Sports California. But that is a gauntlet. Denver Kings. That's like walking the Green Mile right there. Well, 133-102.
It'll test your mental fortitude to start a season.
Clifford pocket packed. The fellow rookie Reynaud fouled. And Maxime will go to the free throw line for a couple of shots. Got to tell you, in watching the rookies, Clifford and Reynaud and Katie, and I have seen it in real time on these road trips. The veterans have interacted with these guys extremely well and dispensing nuggets of valuable information. In particular, Russell Westbrook has been in their ear constantly about things pertaining to basketball and some things not pertaining to basketball. All part of the early part of the journey for those two guys you see on the screen.
And Max, as you see Meek trying to get that putback, can't punch it down. Max has played well the last couple games, you know, in Domas's absence. His family's in town from France. He's gotten an opportunity to be here for it, but, you know, these young rookies are getting some opportunities that maybe they weren't, you know, going to get pre-injuries. And if you want to look at kind of some silver linings and things, and look at the time, nice time, timely crash by Meek. Adversity sometimes is the best builder.
It's good to take a half full instead of half empty approach. Renault inside, got it to fall, nice move. And you know, I'll say this, Doug Christie has urged his team to be more vocal, more talkative, to communicate more on defense. And Max is one of the best talkers as the anchor of that defense when he's on the floor.
Really great point. He is a very, very vocal center in the back, really conducting traffic and speaking up. And sometimes that's hard as a rookie to have the confidence to do that. Certainly not for him. But, you know, Stanford education, I don't think he's lacking in the intellect, right?
Probably had 1,500 on his SATs.
Well,
so did I. I got 750 twice. Clifford drives him. Juzang quickly up court to Bones Highland, had a notion. Leonard Miller. Leonard Miller had an interesting summer playing for the Canadian national team as Dillingham gets it to go off glass. He played for Sacramento Kings assistant coach Dipesh Mistry on our bench tonight. Dip did a nice job in helping the Canadian team move it down the line a little bit, trying to qualify for the World Cup of Basketball. There's a look at Dip. He coached Leonard Miller for a couple of months this summer. I was able to stop in and visit with Coach Dip when the Canadian national team played a game against the USA basketball team. Scrimmage against them at the Miami Heat practice facility down there. And Dip did a great job this summer. He really developed his coaching chops internationally as well.
Started out, you know, in video. And stayed on Doug Christie's staff, elevated to an assistant coach level. Obviously, you said a moment ago, it's not just here that, you know, people are recognizing his coaching ability. But I love that you really are about basketball 24/7, 365.
There's nothing else in my life.
Yes, there. I mean, you truly.
I don't golf.
I don't golf.
Spend my time.
Do you babysit? Because I'm looking for help in the summer.
I would gladly take Jade. I would gladly take Jade and JoJo. Easily.
Oh, my goodness. Take him to some basketball.
Yeah, take him to the gym. Got great kids. Under a minute to go, 59.2. Dillingham knocks down the free throw. 139-110. The Minnesota Timberwolves, meanwhile, will get on their charter and head to Utah tonight. Part of a short road trip for them. Underneath, there's Leonard Miller. Ellis went strong and drew the foul on Juzang. Well, Keon going to get on the scoreboard here with a couple of free throws with 43.5 to go.
And that's an interesting little schedule, three-game schedule for them. They played Utah on Friday at home, and I mean, they were up 34 at halftime in that game. And, you know, since we saw Utah, they've had some crushing news as well as Kessler Walker has out for the season. Then they come here and they go to Utah, and then they'll play us back in Minnesota. So they're playing the same two teams over a 4-game span. That's a little crazy part of their schedule.
That algorithm went crazy, huh?
I do not claim to know how it works.
Me either. Ellis knocks down the second free throw. 40 seconds to go. Folks, this one is cooked, glazed, and ready to be sliced. Bones Highland playing with his food out front. Miller inside with the offensive rebound. Miller, who played with G League Ignite. Juzang from deep. And a nice rebound by Achua. Ellis going to pull a three before he leaves the gym. And why not? Neon Keon. If he won't, somebody else will. Achua, meanwhile, after that last rebound, records a double-double at 12 points and 10 boards. 0.8 to go, and some fans taking offense to that last bucket.
And they should.
And the Kings get it back at the other end. Edwards leading the way for the Minnesota Timberwolves. He had 26.
Alcohol with the lighter blow, huh? Like we about to bust a dawn, nah. Don't you know Ron Thug and Mr. Boar, huh? Overdosing awesome, pretty freaking awesome. We want this on the stage. I let them know that it will cost them. And we about to own this. You can even film. We on the next level that you ain't accustomed. We the new age rebel.